Welcome to Ping 24 Updates, your daily dose of what's happening around the world. Subscribe my channel and press the bell icon for more updates. Breaking news: tensions are soaring in the Indo-Pacific, as the world's attention turns to a region simmering with uncertainty and risk. The South China Sea, long a flashpoint for maritime disputes, is once again at the center of a dramatic shift in the balance of power. In a move that's sending shockwaves through diplomatic circles, the Philippines and Taiwan are quietly forging a strategic alliance, one that could reshape the security landscape of Asia. The date is July 19, 2025. The Indo-Pacific is on edge, with military fleets maneuvering in contested waters, and governments scrambling to respond to new realities. This emerging partnership is a direct response to an increasingly assertive China, whose rapid military modernization and bold territorial claims have alarmed its neighbors and drawn global concern. For years, both the Philippines and Taiwan faced China's so-called gray zone tactics, coercion and intimidation that fall short of open conflict, largely on their own. Isolated, they patrolled their waters, wary and watchful, but now they're joining forces in a bid to deter aggression. The Philippines, guided by pragmatic leadership focused on national security, and Taiwan, steadfast in its pursuit of self-determination, are finding common ground. Their interests converge in the South China Sea and the Taiwan Strait, two of the world's most strategically vital waterways. Their cooperation marks a fundamental shift in regional security, one that Beijing cannot afford to ignore. The Chinese government is watching closely, aware that this alliance could complicate its ambitions and force a recalibration of its strategy. China's relentless military buildup and expansive maritime claims have forced its neighbors to seek new partnerships for survival. The stakes are high, not just for the countries involved, but for the entire region and beyond. The narrow Bashi Channel, a mere sliver of sea separating the Philippines and Taiwan, is a critical choke point. Its security is deeply intertwined, as any conflict here could quickly spill over and threaten both nations. An invasion of Taiwan would not only endanger Philippine security, but also disrupt vital sea lanes that carry much of the world's trade. The economic and strategic consequences would be felt far beyond Asia. This shared vulnerability is the foundation of their unofficial security relationship. Behind closed doors, defense officials are coordinating, sharing intelligence and building trust, laying the groundwork for a more formal partnership in the future. Manila and Taipei are demonstrating that even smaller nations can push back against regional hegemons. Through middle power diplomacy, joint military drills, and defense cooperation, they're sending a clear message: unity is strength. They're leveraging their strategic locations at the crossroads of Asia, their shared democratic values, and their growing ties with the United States and Japan. This network of alliances is creating new deterrents to aggression and new opportunities for collaboration. This is more than just a headline. It's the live unfolding of a new front in a global contest for influence. As the Indo-Pacific transforms before our eyes, the world is watching to see how this alliance will shape the future of peace and stability in Asia. The partnership between the Philippines and Taiwan is not defined by grand ceremonies or public declarations. Instead, it thrives on quiet handshakes behind closed doors, subtle agreements, and a shared understanding of the challenges they both face. While the world's attention is often elsewhere, these two neighbors have been quietly building a relationship based on necessity and trust, rather than formal treaties. Both Manila and Taipei are under constant pressure from China. Each day brings new provocations. For the Philippines, it's the relentless harassment of their fishermen and coast guard by Chinese vessels in the South China Sea. For Taiwan, it's the ever-present threat of Chinese fighter jets and warships encroaching on their airspace and waters. This shared experience of intimidation has drawn them closer together, forging a bond rooted in mutual vulnerability. Despite the lack of official diplomatic ties, the two sides have found creative ways to cooperate. They're quietly sharing intelligence, coordinating Coast Guard patrols, and even conducting joint exercises to prepare for potential crises. These efforts are often kept out of the public eye, but they are crucial for both nations' security. Upgraded communication channels now allow both sides to maintain a seamless, real-time operational picture of the Bashi Channel. This narrow waterway is not only a vital artery for global trade, but also a potential flashpoint in any regional conflict. By working together, Manila and Taipei can better monitor and respond to any threats that may arise in this strategic corridor. The stakes are high. If China were to launch an attack on Taiwan, The Philippines' northernmost islands, just a short distance away, would be directly in harm's way. The proximity means that any conflict in the Taiwan Strait would almost certainly spill over into Philippine territory, threatening local communities and national security. Philippine defense planners are acutely aware that their own security is closely tied to Taiwan's survival. They know that what happens to their neighbor will have immediate and profound consequences for the Philippines itself. If Taiwan were to fall under Chinese control, it would bring Beijing's military presence right to Manila's doorstep, fundamentally altering the balance of power in the region and putting the Philippines at greater risk. That's why this quiet team-up is more than just a temporary arrangement. It's a proactive move to shape the strategic environment before a crisis erupts. By working together now, they hope to deter aggression and ensure they are not caught off guard. Manila and Taipei are building a network of resilience, a de facto alliance among the vulnerable, designed to withstand external pressure and support each other in times of need. Their cooperation is a testament to the power of quiet diplomacy and shared resolve. In an era of uncertainty, their collaboration signals a new chapter of self-reliance and mutual support. Together, they are quietly preparing for whatever challenges the future may bring, determined to protect their sovereignty and way of life. Near the Luzon Strait, the US, Japan, and the Philippines held joint naval drills, while Taiwan observed closely. These exercises, codenamed Archipelagic Shield, enhanced interoperability and sent a clear deterrent signal. Taiwanese observers gained insights into Allied operational doctrines, while the others learned about Taiwan's unique challenges. This marks a shift toward a networked, multilateral defense posture. China condemned the drills as provocative, especially Taiwan's involvement, seeing it as a red line. Despite Beijing's anger, the participants pressed on, building practical readiness for high-intensity conflict. For the Philippines, it was a chance to train with advanced navies and improve joint operations. The drills underscored a new reality. The security of the first island chain is now an integrated strategic space. Beijing has responded to Manila's deepening ties with Taiwan and the US with stern warnings and threats. Chinese officials accuse the Philippines of violating the One China policy and colluding with foreign powers. China warns of economic and military consequences if Manila continues on this path. State media amplifies the message, painting Filipino leaders as American puppets. Despite the pressure, President Marcos Jr. insists the Philippines' actions are a sovereign right and a response to Chinese aggression. The standoff leaves Manila balancing economic opportunities with the urgent need to defend its territory. Tensions at sea mirror the diplomatic standoff. The South China Sea, especially around Second Thomas Shoal, is now a stage for routine, dangerous encounters. Chinese vessels aggressively block Philippine resupply missions, using water cannons and risky maneuvers. These gray zone tactics aim to assert China's claims without open conflict, eroding Manila's control. The Philippine government responds by publicizing incidents, rallying international support. The South China Sea has become both a maritime and information battleground. The Philippines' confidence on the world stage is now deeply rooted in a revitalized and strengthened alliance with the United States. After years of uncertainty, both nations have reaffirmed their commitment to mutual defense and cooperation, signaling a new era of partnership in the Indo-Pacific region. The Mutual Defense Treaty, a cornerstone of their relationship, now explicitly covers attacks on Philippine forces, vessels, or aircraft in the South China Sea. This clear commitment is a direct response to growing regional tensions and underscores the seriousness with which both countries view their obligations. Under the Enhanced Defense Cooperation Agreement, or EDCA, the U.S. has gained access to new strategic bases in Luzon and Palawan. These locations are critical, allowing for rapid deployment and crisis response, and placing American forces closer to potential flashpoints in the region. Joint military exercises such as the annual Balikatan drills have grown not only in scale, but also in complexity. These exercises now simulate a wide range of real-world defense scenarios, from amphibious assaults to cyber defense, ensuring both militaries are prepared for any contingency. These intensive drills significantly improve interoperability between U.S. and Philippine forces. They also send a clear and unmistakable message to Beijing and other regional actors. The alliance is credible, capable, and ready to respond to any threat or provocation. U.S. support extends beyond joint exercises. It includes the transfer of advanced military hardware, technology, and comprehensive training programs. This assistance is helping to modernize the Philippine military, making it more agile, better equipped, and more capable of defending its sovereignty. This deepening partnership not only enhances deterrence against potential aggressors, but also builds the capacity of the Philippine Armed Forces. It cements the Philippines as a key U.S. security anchor in Southeast Asia, vital for maintaining regional stability. The alliance is more than just a security guarantee. It's a multifaceted partnership that includes humanitarian assistance, disaster response, and economic cooperation, reflecting the broad and enduring ties between the two nations. This renewed cooperation strengthens Manila's defense posture, boosts its regional influence, and reassures its people that they are not alone in facing external challenges. Together, the Philippines and the United States stand as a united bulwark against unilateral attempts to change the status quo, committed to upholding peace, stability, and the rule of law in the region. The South China Sea is a complex web of overlapping claims involving China, the Philippines, Vietnam, Malaysia, Brunei, and Taiwan. China's 9-dash line clashes with the exclusive economic zones of its neighbors. Vietnam is vocal in its opposition, while Malaysia and Brunei take a quieter approach. The Philippines leverages its U.S. alliance and a 2016 tribunal ruling that invalidated China's claim. The dispute is about sovereignty, resources, and control over vital shipping lanes. 1/3 of global maritime trade passes through these waters, making security a global concern. ASEAN's efforts to negotiate a code of conduct with China have stalled. The region remains locked in a cycle of low-level conflict and diplomatic deadlock. Security-focused dialogues between the Philippines and Taiwan are becoming more frequent. Filipino officials and strategists now travel to Taipei for high-level forums, exchanging insights on shared threats. These meetings deepen trust and strategic understanding, laying the groundwork for future cooperation. Participation signals Manila's willingness to engage Taiwan on sensitive security matters, despite Beijing's objections. This quiet defiance shows the Philippines is diversifying its partnerships. These dialogues are a powerful testament to the growing alignment between two frontline democracies. Japan is stepping up as a key security partner for the Philippines. Tokyo is providing advanced patrol vessels, boosting Manila's maritime capabilities. This support, under Japan's official security assistance framework, strengthens the Philippines' ability to monitor and defend its waters. Japan's own reliance on South China Sea trade drives its commitment to regional stability. The partnership reinforces the first island chain and complements U.S. and Taiwan cooperation. Together, the U.S., Japan, and the Philippines form a powerful coalition for a free and open Indo-Pacific.